Hey, sports fans, it's your boy Big G back with another review. And today we are reviewing the game of Liverpool versus Arsenal, which was a League Cup, or now as we know it as Carabao Cup game. Um, the final score was 5-5, and then it went to penalties, which was 5-4 on penalties, and Liverpool advanced. Now, overall in the game, I watched the whole game, of course, and I breaking it down from the very start, it was really good that we were on the front foot. Liverpool was attacking, even with a very young lineup. Our midfield three were, of course, sort of experienced and all coming back from injury. Everyone needed game time in that sense, and I think all three of them had sort of a good game. Um, Naby Keita, I think, had an okay game, whereas Lallana and Ox had, I think, probably their best games, and because of that, I believe they can push on to try and challenge the regular lineup to get into the starting 11. Now we were on the front foot. We got a goal, which was apparently an own goal, and then snap of a finger, moments later, we're down 2-1 and then 3-1, which were mistakes for defensively mistakes, mistake from Milner, I believe, for the 3-1. And the youngsters really paid off, I think, because they really showed character. Their skills and their personality really built up. And just like the first 11, I think Klopp has sort of infused this mentality into the club that no matter, even if it's the very last minute of the game, you're not quitting. You're still going to go hunt for that goal if you're a goal down or whatever, and try to salvage, sort of in a sense, something from the game, either that's a draw or a win, doesn't matter. And that was evident, even with the youngsters, when they went down 3-1, they came back 3-2 with the help of Oxlade-Chamberlain, of course, who's much more experienced, but with a worldie of a goal. That goal was just amazing. It was steal the ball, it's in the air, he volleys it, shoots it with power and accuracy, and goalkeeper of course has a chance, I think, because it was in top corner. It was a bit, central to the right a bit, but it was quite high and fast, and it was well struck. It was one of those rockets that you say, what a goal. And yeah, later on we go down further to like 4-2. Um, and then the comeback, and it was like we had like new life or something right after 4-2 for some reason. It was like we just started hunting them down, attack after attack, and it was like we were so hungry for goals, and we got the goals in the shape of, I believe, I hope I'm not getting this wrong, but I think, if I'm because I'm gonna contradict myself in a bit, but because I think Milner's goal, first goal was the own goal, second goal that we scored was actually Milner's goal, was the penalty. There you go. And then that was where it was 3-2, and then the 4-2, and then it became 4-3 with Oxlade-Chamberlain's goal, and then 4-4 with Origi's goal. And then at 4-4, it was like, yeah, we can push on, we can score another goal, we can win this. We don't need to go to extra time, or we don't need to go to penalties or whatever. And yeah, in that moment, I found out through the commentary that if in a Carabao Cup game, if regular time doesn't is not sufficient to find a winner, then it goes straight to penalties and doesn't go to extra time. So found that out, learned something. Um, yeah, and then I think it was Wellock from Arsenal who scored a worldie of a goal. Just as a football fan, I appreciate that goal. I admire that goal, and I enjoyed that goal, even though it was against Liverpool. And I loved it. Honestly, I loved it. I loved every bit of it. I loved every bit of the game. And at the very end, Origi scored another goal. It was sort of like a bicycle kick, but it was kind of low, and it was sort of again in the dying moments, 90, I think 94th minute. Funny thing is, my one of my good friends, he's an Arsenal fan, and after the sort of in the periods of the penalty, he calls me and, just to brag that his team won or something. He's like, "Oh, dude, did you see the game?" And I'm like, "What game?" "The game's still on. It's on penalties." And he was so surprised because when he left the game, it was 90 minutes plus 3. So it was 93rd minute, and they were still up 5-4, and then we scored 94th minute. And I just loved that reaction from him. He was like, "What? I gotta go check it out. Oh my god, I'm missing out." And I was like, "Yeah, this is fucking Liverpool here. We ain't dying. We ain't letting go. This is Anfield. We do not quit. We do not lose. This is a fortress, and no one's taking anything away from this place. Never. Doesn't matter if it's just a cup game. Doesn't matter. Like, and I just love that. I just love that about us. I just love that about the mentality that Klopp's induced into the whole club, into the fan base, and it's just I love every bit of it as a fan. Now, as a football player in my past, and as let's say supporting Liverpool and how I want to see them doing, I have concern in terms of the starting 11 have conceded sort of an early goal every sort of game for has I think 3 games now, and that's a concern, and I think that needs to stop. We need to get clean sheets, and I think the young defense. I know it was a very young defense line, and this defense line has never really played together, and it was very young, and it was even the goalkeeper was, let's say not that experienced, and but like I think they should have done better. I think they should have defended better. I felt like many times Arsenal really carved us open, and that was not really nice to see, and that's why they got the goals. And then in other cases, we had many mistakes in defense and in midfield where we sort of let the ball go, or we sort of switched off, or defensively we gave a pass away and they got the goal. I feel like a lot of Arsenal's goals that night, out of the 5, maybe I think 2 or 3 at least, were just gifted to them by us. Otherwise, I don't think they would have scored that much. I think they would have only scored 2, maybe, not 3 or 4 or 5. But we certainly scored our goals through our might and through our technique and talent and persistence. And that was amazing to see, attacking wise, yes. But at the end, I shouldn't criticize it that much. It's a cup game. It was a young side. It was a side that never played together. But it was one of those crazy nights. It was one of those crazy comebacks, and I just loved it. And honestly, I wish that each and everyone who's watching this video, or maybe even not watching the video, but they did catch that game in some shape or form. Either that's through highlights or watch the whole game, because that was a cracker of a game, and I really hope for something similar in the future. But the scoreline, even if the scoreline's 5-0 or 5-1, that would be better. But you know what I mean. Anyways, guys, it was an amazing game. It was really good to see all the youngsters. It was really good to see them progress. It was really good to see them grow as players, as characters, and see even Klopp influencing the mentality and the encouragement, let's say, of the youngsters. And yeah, just overall good performance, I guess. Overall, it was good. And yeah, solid game, amazing cracker of a game. Anyways, guys, please like the video and subscribe, and please comment below and let me know what you think about the game, and let me know if I'm wrong in any cases, or if I arranged the goals or whatever that we scored at least, or that they scored. Let me know what you guys think of Oxlade-Chamberlain's goal, or what you guys think of Willock's goal. Those worldy of a goals. Do they deserve some kind of goal of the season or something? I know they're not in the Premier League, but maybe, I don't know, just some kind of praise. I don't know. Anyways, guys, please do subscribe and like, and I will see you next time. Your boy Big G out. Thank you.